All right, here we go. Heat number one. We'll see Becky Snodgrass and Brad Ronning on the front row. Matt the Maniac and Ed Sr. on the second row. Jacob Van, Brandon Murphy on the third row. Ryan McDaniel, Cody Kennedy on the fourth. Kenny Storkson and David Lux round out your top 10. Blake Nottestad and Tegan Wangness 11th and 12th. Kyle McRecken Martin starting in 13th. Bigger cars, more horsepower, but not very much rear grip for corner exit here tonight. The exits of turn 2 and turn 4 have been where all the problems have been. Things will definitely get heated up in the heats, but wait till we get to the feature here tonight. We are going to see quite a battle in the late models. Pace car is in. Becky Snodgrass controls the start. Out of turn 4, green flag is in the air. They are away. Oh, a big checkup back behind. Looked like Maniac got squirrely into one. Becky clears into the lead out of 2. Several drivers end up going off track but have recovered. Maniac on the attack up to second. A lot of battling back in the mid-pack and a couple of drivers blinking in a big way as Brandon Murphy goes backwards. There's cars around everywhere. Becky continues to lead. Maniac in second. Brad Ronning in third. Maniac looks under for the lead. Maniac has the run down into 1. Oh, big spin in second. Several cars slip by. Brandon Murphy sneaks back by. Maniac way out front. Becky not far behind. Cody Kennedy now in third. Ooh, Cody drifts it out of 4. Brandon Murphy coming up into 4th. Storkson now in 5th. Blake Nottestad in 6th. Tegan now at 5 spots into 7th. Maniac continuing to lead. Becky holds on to 2nd. Cody Kennedy closing the gap in 3rd. Brandon Murphy back in 4th. Storkson looks underneath Murphy. 3 laps to go for the points leader. A lot of drivers caught up in early contact problems back behind as Maniac has lost connection. Cody Kennedy to the lead. Becky into 2nd. 2 to go. Tegan Wangness is blinking quite a bit as well. Becky fighting for 3rd at the moment. Cody Kennedy, white flag one more time around. Storkson now into 2nd. Oh, Tegan spins Becky out of 2. And out of turn 4, Cody Kennedy gets the win in heat number 1. Kenny Storkson coming home in 2nd. Brandon Murphy in 3rd. Tegan Wangness 4th. Ryan McDaniel in 5th. On to heat number 2, Vern Spring and Martin Long on the front row. Brian Hewitt, Scott Snodgrass on the second. Easton Reidner and Andrew Thornton on the third row. Chance Maddock, Richie Joplin on the fourth. Kirk Marble and Chris Johnson round out your top 10. Edmund Jones in 11th with Michael Wiseman in 12th. Pace car leads him around. Heat 1 got a bit bumpy. No idea what is going to happen in Heat 2, and when we get to the feature, man, body panels may go flying tonight. Vern Spring in control out front. Hayes' car is in. Vern in control through 3 and 4. And green flag is in the air. They're away. Heat number 2. Martin gets hung up on the wall. The outside line gets checked up. Oh, Martin gets a bump but saves it. The outside line still losing ground. Brian Hewitt now to second. Reidner up to third. Oh, it got bumpy out of turn 4 that time. Richie Joplin on the move. Holy cow, Scott Snodgrass shoots a gap 3 wide. Kirk Marble now up into the top 5. Chance Maddock on the attack, now in 4th, looking underneath. Reidner looking underneath Hewitt out of turn 2. Chris Johnson back in the top 5 as well. Vern Spring at the moment running away with it. It gets a little spicy out of 4. Man, they are banging doors every exit here. Oh, Andrew Thornton went for a big spin on the backstretch. Vern Spring still out front with Easton Reidner closing in on him. Can Vern hold him off and get 2 heat wins here tonight? He got the win in heat number 1 in the Legends. Vern looking for a win in heat 2 in the late models. But Easton and Chance Maddock are closing in. Oh, Vern gets the wall out of 4. Easton Reidner to the lead, 2 to go. Edmund Jones has fought his way now into the top 5 past Kirk Marble. Richie Joplin currently in 7th. Chance Maddock and Chris Johnson battle it out for 3rd. As Easton Reidner coming around his first night with Jones BS, he'll win heat number 2. Easton gets the win. Chance Maddock coming home 2nd. Vern Spring in 3rd. On to the consolation. Kyle Martin and Martin Long have the front row. Ed Sr., Andrew Thornton on the second row. Blake Nottestad, Brian Hewitt on the third row. And the Maniac rounds out the field. Seven cars to do battle for the final spots in the feature. McRecken trying to get a head start. Moniak did not take the grid. The points leader may not advance to the feature here tonight. Matt already said he would have to take a drop race for the Legends. It looks like he might have to do the same here. McRecken in control. And Chance definitely looks like you're going to close that points gap here tonight as the pace car drops in. And out of four, green flag is in the air. A great launch by McRecken. Ed Sr. under Martin Long pushes up. Blake Nottestad slips by the chaos up into second. McRecken checking out. Andrew Thornton on the attack right under the bumper of Ed Sr. Martin Long trying to fight back behind. McRecken has almost a 1 second lead on Nottestad. Thornton now to third, Ed Sr. in fourth. Hewitt looking underneath, can't get the run. Ed Sr. pushes up, Hewitt's got the run under. Seven laps to go, McRecken checking out. Andrew Thornton in third is closing the gap on Blake Nottestad. Brian Hewitt back in fourth. Martin Long has gotten by into fifth and looks underneath Hewitt for the moment. Now Senior looks back underneath. Brian Hewitt trying to close back in on Thornton. Thornton still closing the gap on Nottestad. But Kyle, McRecken, Martin way out front. Ed Sr. still trying to stay within striking distance, and you gotta hand it to Martin Long. Nobody has been beat and banged more tonight, and he is still fighting, trying to close that gap. Three laps to go. Andrew Thornton still trying to close in on Nottestad, but still too far back. And McRecken just needs to turn two more clean laps. He'll be good to go. Ed Sr. starting to look underneath Hewitt. Thornton sends it deep through 3 and 4 once again, but doesn't close any space. White flag in the air. McCracken comes down the back straightaway with a 2.2 second lead over Blake Nottestad into 3 and out of turn 4. Kyle McCracken Martin wins the consolation. Blake Nottestad coming home in second. Andrew Thornton third. Brian Hewitt, Edmund Jones round out the field.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Cody Kennedy and Easton Reidner have the front row. Kenny Storks and Chance Maderick on the second. Brandon Murphy and Vern Spring have the third row. Tegan Wangness, Chris Johnson on the fourth. Ryan McDaniel, Kirk Marble round out your top 10. Jacob Van starting in 11th. Edmund Jones in 12th. David Lux, Richie Joplin 13th and 14th. Brad Ronning and Scott Snodgrass 15th and 16th. Becky starting in 17th next to Michael Wiseman in 18th. Kyle McCracken Martin in 19th. Blake Nottestad in 20th. Andrew Thornton 21st. Brian Hewitt 22nd. Ed Sr. 23rd. And Martin Long round out the 24-car field. "65 laps of late models beating and banging on each other. If the heats were any indication, it's gonna get bumpy out there. Body panels are gonna fly." Pace car is in. Cody Kennedy in control. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away the feature at Stafford. Reidner sends it deep into 1. Tries to get to the lead early out of turn 2. Oh! Looked like both Storkson and Madrick were sliding it out of turn 2. Michael Wiseman had a problem. No caution yet. Still side by side throughout the field as they continue to battle. One car. Oh, we've got cars around. Caution is out. Caution out on lap number 2. Brad Ron and Chris Johnson involved in this one. Michael Wiseman had a problem earlier as well. Let's take a look. Headed down towards turn. Oh, Wiseman just comes down to the bottom. Right across the nose of Brad Ronning, I believe. Now, Brad Ronning caught the nose, had nowhere to go, trying to get up to speed. Martin Long has nowhere to go. Then moments later, as they come back around, Chris Johnson next to Ryan McDaniel. Ryan pushes up. Chris is right there and goes for a spin. Brad Ronning will get the wave around back to the lead lap. It's definitely off to a bumpy start here. Should be getting 1 to green next time by. Cody Kennedy, actually the entire top 7 still the same. Ryan McDaniel now up to 8th, Kirk Martle in 9th, Jacob Van in 10th, Edmund Jones up to 11th. Blake Nonestad is on a charge of 8 spots into 12th. The lights are out. They stack back up for the restart. Got a blinking car stopped down on the apron. I believe that is Tegan, the 117, dropping to the tail. Pace car drops in. Cody in control. Green flag back in the air. Everybody side by side into turn 1 for the first time. Cody out front clean. Out of turn 2, and they spread wide. Scott Snodgrass is around on the back straightaway. No caution. 3 wide through 3 and 4. And big wreck in 1 and 2. Multiple cars involved. Caution. Caution is back out, lap number 8. A lot of drivers caught up in this one. Let's see first what happened to Scott on the back straightaway. Looks like Scott and McRacken get together coming out of 2. Scott just ends up going up the track, quickly gets it turned around. Then a lap later, Becky Snodgrass coming out of turn 4, heads down into 1. Becky sees the wreck and almost gets through it. And a lot of banging on the front straightaway. Vern Spring, Jacob Van involved. Ed Sr. catching a piece of this mess as well. David Lux looks like, he bounces off Ryan McDaniel into turn 1. Vern Springen's around. And when Lux comes back up, clips Edmund, and then chaos. Yeah, we said some sheet metal would get torn up tonight. Andrew Thornton, Becky Snodgrass, Ed Sr., Ryan McDaniel, Edmund Jones, Jacob Van, Vern Spring, all catching some bit of contact in that mess. Martin Long had to tow to pit road. He is back out. David Lux also back out. Tegan still on pit road. Cody Kennedy still has the lead, followed by Easton Ridner, Kenny Storkson, Chance Madrick, and Brandon Murphy, the top 5, unchanged. The sheet metal guys back at the shop are already building new body panels for next week because they're seeing how this is going. Cody Kennedy still in control. Hey, good evening, Michael DiCarlo. Green flag back in the air. Cody, another perfect launch down into one. 3 wide, McRacken sends it on the bottom. Gutsy move. Sends it back to the bottom through 3 and 4. Cuts the grass into the corner of Kenny Storkson. Storkson shuts the door. Murphy trying to hold some ground. Hewitt now looking underneath. Edmund Jones bounces off the wall out of 2. Easton Ridner now in the lead. Cody Kennedy to second. Chance Maderick in third. McRacken still apron driving, trying to get past Storkson. Kyle now up into 6th place. Storkson in 7th. Murphy in 8th. Brian Hewitt now 13 spots into 9th. Here comes Chris Johnson in 10th. Easton Ridner, his first night in the league, out front in the late models. Cody Kennedy sitting in 2nd, Maderick in 3rd. Ed Sr. has had a problem back behind. Caution is out. Ed Sr., Martin Long involved. Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like Senior was checking up. There was some problems up ahead. Just Martin could not see it. Off into one. Oh, David Lux gets hard into the right rear of the 23. Great save by all 3 drivers, but Ed Sr. checking up back behind brought out the caution. Will anybody make it through this race undamaged? Michael Wiseman gets waved back around to the lead lap. Tegan appears to, Tegan continues to have problems with his connection. Lights are out on the pace car. Easton Ridner in control. Cody Kennedy up on the high side. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. And Cody gets a good launch on the high side into turn 1. Easton fights back on the bottom. Chance Maderick on the bottom back behind, but here comes Kirk Marble up top. Caution, back out. Brandon Murphy involved. Coming out of turn 2, Brandon in the 10, up on the high side, just comes down a little as Hewitt pushes up the track, goes for 360, quickly recovers it, but loses a lot of track position. Not sure what's going on. David Lux is back up on the track now. I thought he was in the wave around position. Apparently not. Ed Sr. gets the wave around. Already getting a little spicy out here, and with all these incidents on track, you know drivers' tempers are starting to flare. "21 drivers still on the lead lap, all 24 drivers." No, wait a minute. Teagan may be out. It appears Teagan is out of the race, so 23 cars on track, 21 on the lead lap. Pace car is in, single file for the restart. Out of turn 4, green flag back in the air. Easton gets a great launch down into 1. Cody Kennedy tried to protect the inside. They are 3 wide for 3rd place. Holy cow, that got close. There's a spin out of 2. No caution yet. Brad Roning and Scott Snodgrass involved. Looks like there might have been problems on the restart as well. Caution is out. There's cars flying across the backstretch. Brad Ronning has towed to pit road. Kirk Marble, Chris Johnson, Brian Hewitt, Edmund Jones all involved. Let's take a look first at what seems to have happened on the restart. Looks like that was no issue there. Let's see what happened with Ronning and Scott. This was the first incident into 1 and 2. No caution. There's Brad Ronning. Scott Snodgrass just got turned around. Looks like the 23 just got in a little deep into the quarter panel. Then shortly thereafter, coming back through 1 and 2, Kirk Marble. Brad Roning stopped in the middle of the track. Marble had nowhere to go, gets hit from behind. Edmund Jones had nowhere to go as once Ronning was sideways, everybody stacks up. Hewitt ends up out there. Chance Maderick, Chris Johnson, everybody. Several drivers did manage to make it through that. Vern Spring, Andrew Thornton came up to 7th. Vern Spring now in 8th. Ryan McDaniel back up to 9th. Jacob Van making up to 10th. Brandon Murphy in 11th. Wiseman now back up into 12th. Becky Snodgrass comes through the chaos again into 13th. And what in the world just happened? Oh, just a big checkup and accordion. Wiseman gets turned around. Back to green flag as Easton has the lead and McRacken dives it into 1, slides up into Cody. McRacken clears it. Oh, he's around. A big stack up out of 4. Storkson's around. Everybody gets a piece. Caution, back out. Coming out, Kyle just slides across the nose of Cody Kennedy. Goes around, Chance has nowhere to go, turns him into Storkson. Storkson gets clipped trying to avoid it. Ow, and Jacob Van catches a piece. A lot of drivers just went way backwards. John, you beat me to my favorite quote, buddy. Cody Kennedy managing to hold on to 2nd despite the contact. Richie Joplin skated through that mess to come out in 3rd. Andrew Thornton only has about 80% of his car, but is currently in 4th. Ryan McDaniel went through the grass, way through the grass, and is currently in 5th. Kirk Marble has head to toe to pit road. Brad Ronning also sitting on pit road. Martin Long, still out on track. And looks like Kirk Marble may have retired. Well, we knew it was going to get spicy, but man. Be less than 25 to go when the green flag drops. And Becky Snodgrass is now up into the top 10 and 9th. And of note, Scott, her husband, in 12th. He was in trouble for that incident during the Legends race, but maybe if she can finish ahead of him in the top 10, there's a chance he might not have to sleep outside. Pace car is in. Easton Reidner in control. Green flag back in the air. The top 3 launch. It looks like Andrew Thornton may have problems under power. That car has been heavily damaged. Richie Joplin has came through a lot of chaos, but his car looks a little bit better. Ryan McDaniel coming through a lot, but here comes Jacob Van. Van and Vern spring on the attack. Brandon Murphy pushes up. Great save by Murphy. He loses a little bit of ground. Gets some momentum back from the bump from Chris Johnson. Now Edmund Jones looking into the top 10. And wow, it is getting bumpy back here. Oh, what a crossover by Ed Sr. Kyle McCracken Martin starting to move forward again. Richie Joplin, Cody Kennedy, and Andrew Thornton now battle for second. 20 laps to go. Ryan McDaniel holding on to 5th, closing the gap on that group. Easton Reidner pulling away as Richie Joplin takes 2nd. Jacob Van now in 6th, trying to close the gap on the cars ahead. Brandon Murphy in 7th, holding off an attack from Edmund Jones and Chris Johnson at the same time. Edmund shoots down to the apron in 1 and 2. Chris is going to go up the middle. They're 3 wide out of 2. Chris backs out. Nottestad now up into 10th place. Andrew Thornton now looking underneath Richie Joplin for 2nd place. Easton Reidner loving all the battling going on behind because nobody is gaining on him. Chance Maverick has had a problem. Caution! Caution is out. Chance Maverick, Blake Nottestad, Michael Wiseman, all involved. This was the group where everybody was going 2 and 3 wide, beating and banging, and oh, Senior just gets in there deep, gets into Vern, and everybody stacks up. Looked like Becky tried to skate through, as did a few others back behind. She almost gets through it, but Ed Senior up there. David Lux also gets connected with Nottestad out of turn 4. Both drivers going around. Easton Reidner still has the lead. Richie Joplin up 12 spots into 2nd. Andrew Thornton up 18 spots into 3rd. Cody Kennedy in 4th. Ryan McDaniel holds on to 5th. Jacob Van, Edmund Jones, Chris Johnson, Brandon Murphy, and McCracken, your top 10. The rookie in the field, Easton Reidner, has definitely shown he's got the speed to win here. He's qualified good and raced good all night. Richie Joplin, Andrew Thornton have came through a lot of chaos. Cody Kennedy, Ryan McDaniel still rounding out the top 5. Ryan, that drive through the pass in the grass earlier really helping him. Lights are out on the pace car. They'll have just about 10 to go at the line. Pace car is in. Easton in control again. Green flag back in the air. It'll be 10 to go at the line. Several cars diving low into 1 and 2. Edmund Jones underneath Ryan. Chris Johnson looking underneath Jacob Van. Out of turn 4, Ryan still trying to fight back. Chaos back behind. Caution is back out. Chance Maddock, Brandon Murphy, Vern Spring all involved this time. Chance sends it in on the high side. Brandon Murphy way up the track. Looked like Vern just pushed up. Looked like Vern got a push down through the middle of 3 and 4. Comes across the nose of Chance and finds Brandon Murphy up there by the wall. Looks like Scott Snodgrass may have caught up in a little bit of the mess as well. Becky waved back to the lead lap in 17th. We'll restart with very few laps to go, probably be 4 to go when the green flag drops. Should be getting 1 to green this time by Easton Ridner. His first race with the league, or his first week with the league, could be pulling off a win here tonight. And a heartbreaking night for Matt Moniak, our points leader in both series, having to take a drop race for both. A huge potential points night for Chance Maddock, but Maddock back in 16th. Green flag is back in the air, 4 to go. Cody Kennedy dips low into 1. Andrew Thornton way loose through 1 and 2. Edmund Jones underneath. Kennedy now to 3rd. They're going to go 3 wide into 3. Edmund backs out. 3 wide out of 4. Ryan is around. Through the grass. There will not be a caution. Easton Reidner leads him down towards turn 3. Richie Joplin closing in. Cody Kennedy, caution is out. We'll get a green-white checkered. Coming out of turn 4 on the restart, 3 wide, Ryan McDaniel bounces off the wall, comes off the nose of Nottestad, slides it, oh, hard hit to pit wall. Then the incident bringing out the caution. Back behind that, everybody's checking up. Jacob Van was around, and wow, Vern Spring. Looked like Vern may have found that gap in the wall. Van gets turned around. Yeah. Chance Matterick catches a piece of it as well. Hey, Kevin, I'll have to watch the news tonight. I think most of it skirted around us, thankfully. Lights go out as we get ready for a green-white checkered finish here at Stafford. Single file on the restart. Easton Reidner could pull off the win as a rookie here tonight. Pace car is in. Green flag is back in the air. 2 to go at the line. Richie Joplin practically pushing the leader down as Edmund shoots to the high side through 1 and 2. Cody Kennedy trying to defend. Down the front straightaway, a white flag is in the air. One more time around for the rookie. Cody Kennedy pulls back up into third. Andrew Thornton and Edmund Jones banging doors. But out of turn 4, Easton Reidner gets the win. Richie Joplin pulls off second and the fastest lap of the night on the last lap. Cody Kennedy coming home in third. What a wild race. Let's see if we can talk to our top 3, starting with Cody Kennedy. Cody, I'm guessing you're a bit wore out after that one, buddy.
Yeah, I would say about last 10, 15 laps, it was nonstop battling with a lot of these fast guys.
It really was, man. That was quite a fight you guys had. And, man, I had to say at one point you're in the middle 3 wide, and somehow you shot out of that middle to hold those guys off. That was one heck of a run.
Yeah, I have no idea how I did that. I seriously thought I was going to get wrecked. But, yeah, I'm just happy I got third tonight with Fabulous Comedy, and I want to make a birthday shout out to my niece. Today she just turned 9 years old.
Well, happy birthday to her, and Kirk did say the new paint scheme helped.
Yeah, it did.
Well, great job tonight, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Cody Kennedy comes home in third. Richie Joplin in second. Richie, you come home in second. And the fastest lap of the night on the final lap.
Yeah, I'll center in there. I'll just center in there, hoping for the best on that. And I can't believe I came in second. I mean, I missed all the wrecks, and the car started feeling better to me the longer it went. So, I was having fun.
Well, it definitely paid off, and it's great to see you back out. A great night overall for you, and man, welcome back, buddy. Great job.
Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Doug, for putting on this broadcasting this series right here, man. I really appreciate it. You do an awesome job.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yep.
And finally, our winner, the rookie, Easton. Your first night with Jones BS Racing, you come home with a win, and it got a little crazy there for a while.
Yeah, I really had no idea what I was gonna get into. I had no idea I was gonna start front row outside and try to pull away with it. I had a good race. Thank you guys for putting this on, and I had a blast. I'll definitely be back next weekend and try to go for it again.
Well, man, a great job tonight. Congratulations. That was a hard-fought, very well-earned race.
Thank you.
Easton Reidner gets a win in his rookie outing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:45 Eastern, we will have XCal back on track at the Milwaukee Mile. We will see you tomorrow night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great night, everybody.